Hi, welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at a bit of an oddball. So this came in a box of junk, and there's a speaker that side, an aerial. We've got 5 volt, a USB DC input, assume it's input, a line out jack, a on-off switch. On the top, only 3 buttons and USB, and that's a twiddly thing, and that's it. There's no display, no nothing. So let's turn it on. So it lights up. It's cool. And there's music. So that must be a radio, I guess. And that's to change channel. All right, so you can, there's a very simple, probably FM, by the sound of it, radio, okay? But with no display. So it's auto, scan, everything else. I've got a USB stick here with a MP3 file on. If you put it in, what I discovered is it immediately starts playing. So you can press play/pause, repeat the file, go to the next file. There's only one on there. Cool. So it's a really, really simple FM radio and USB player. I think it is, and it goes back to radios, turn it off. I think it's for partially sighted or visually impaired people, which would kind of make sense because there's no point in having a display because you can't really practically read it. But you need simple buttons, you know. There's only 3 buttons here. There's a control there. Once you set that, that's it. On, off, job done. It's a remarkably simple thing. It's powered by, it says boomboxplus.com there. It's powered by a phone battery, which is unusual. But it's probably, as a result, probably got quite long battery life, runtime. The only the downside is it doesn't have a line in, which is a shame. You can't use it as a speaker because it's actually quite a cute little thing. I mean, it's odd styling, but I think as an accessible device for partially sighted people, yeah, it kind of makes sense. You know, maybe even not just partially sighted. My wife worked with a lady years ago who was partially sighted, and she had, I think, something very similar to this. She had some USB sticks with MP3 files on. They were audiobooks. So she'd grab the audiobook, you'd plug it in, and it would just play, and then she wouldn't have to faff about with, you know, fancy controls or whatever. Plug it in, it plays, job done. You know, it's really, really easy. I don't have the charger for it, but it's probably fairly generic. So I think I'll probably just sell it on cheap. Somebody might be able to make use of it. I have zero use for it, although I do like the objet d'artness of it. It's really quite unusual. Anyway, let's see if we can find some more information about it, perhaps online. So I was curious about any kind of documentation on this thing. So if we go to the Wayback Machine, and I've got boomboxplus.com, and it takes snapshots back in history. I'm sure loads of people are familiar with this. So we just grab one, I don't know, 2016 or whatever. So there's a snapshot here from 9th of January. Okay, so here's the Wayback Machine, and there's the product. So Boombox Plus. That's it in all of its glory. So it was a thing. So this was quite a while ago, 2016, and it was 36 quid. Wow. But then it's a specialist bit of kit, you know, and probably perfect for this particular use case, which is an edge case use case, but you know, maybe someone can make use of it. I think what I'll do is I'll grab all this stuff and print this off anyway for somebody who wants to buy it. Maybe they can help a partially sighted person to use it. I don't know. Anyway, interesting. Well, I'll see you next time. Cheers.